Welcome students. This is Kumar Swami from SRRS Government Polytechnic College Sirsilla and welcome to Computer Fundamental Lab Practice. And today we are going to discuss about email creation, sending and receiving. So today's agenda: what is an email, how to create an email account, how to send and receive an email. So after completion of this lesson, student will able to know what is an email, who is invented the email, and how to create an email account, how to send as well as receive emails. So now email, let us discuss about email. This email stands for an electronic mail. It is a method of exchange of messages between people using electronic devices. Here we are using any electronic device to exchange, transfer the data or information or message between any two persons who are anywhere in the world. Are you getting the point? Email stands for an electronic mail. This electronic mail is transferred between the electronic devices. So if you want to send an email, you must have an electronic device. If you want to receive an email, you must have an electronic device. Okay, so with the help of an electronic devices, we are exchanging the information between any two persons. It may be source destination, like that. And next, so email is created in 1960s. At the time of 1960s, whatever the mails they are using, they can able to send the messages between the persons who are in the same network. In 1960s, they can able to send and receive emails, but the restriction is within the network, within the network. So they cannot able to send outside the network. For example, your college is surrounded with some established with some intranet. So in the intranet within the college only you can able to send and receive messages in 1960s. And the latter in 1971, the person named Roy Tomlinson. So he is the in 1971, Royal Tamils is credited as an inventor of an email. Why? Because he invented how to send from any person to any person. They are anywhere in the world and they are using different networks, not only within the same network or within the building. Okay. So in 1971, they can he introduced an email. That email can send messages between any two person anywhere in the world by using any kind of network. Okay, so 1970s, by the mid 1970s, this was the form recognized as email. Okay, so email stands for electronic mail. We are using email to exchange the information or message between any two person. So to do sending and receiving of email, we require electronic devices. So now let us uh, discuss about how to create an email. So let us consider, we are considering Google account. So not only Google, we have different email providers like Rediff, Yahoo, etc. Google. Okay, now we are discussing about Google account. So with the help of this Google account, a user can access many Google products. Google products in the sense Google Play Store, uh, Google Drive, Google Forms, Google Plus, Gmail, etc. So many Google products are there. All those Google products are can be accessible by the any user with the help of this Google account. With a Google account, you can do this. With the help of a Gmail account, you can send and receive emails using the Gmail. So you can find your new favorite videos on YouTube. So YouTube is also from Google. So it is also a Google product. Okay. So you can access the YouTube. Generally, YouTube contains several videos. Okay. You can access the videos by using this Gmail account. You can download apps from Google Play Store. Okay, nowadays any Android phone contain an app called Google Play Store. So from that Play Store you can able to download any kind of applications which are authorized by the Google. Next, so now let us look at the how to create a Gmail account. First of all, go to the Google account creation page. So Google account creation page means www.gmail.com, www.gmail.com. Okay, so when you open the gmail.com website, so it is displaying like this image. So here we have an option called create account. So click on this create account. 1 minute. Now, so while creating the email account, Gmail account, so you need to enter several details like your name, first name and last name, and your you need to choose one username for your Gmail account. Username in the sense, for example, srrsgpt@gmail.com. srrsgpt is the username for our college, like that. So you need to choose one user account, and for that user account you need to enter password twice. You need to enter the password twice, and remember one thing, while choosing this password it must contain at least one alphabet from capital A to Z and one alphabet from small z, and digits 0 to 9, 0 to 9 GDs, and special symbols like at the rate, hash, underscore, hyphen, exclamatory mark, dot, comma, etc. Whatever it is. So a password must contain at least one special character, at least one digit, at least one small alphabet, and at least one capital alphabet, and all combined together the password length must be at least 8 characters or 9 characters, at least 8 to 9 characters. Then that password is strong, nobody can crack that password. Okay, so not only Gmail account, while you are creating any password for anything, it may be internet banking, it may be some another Google account, it may be phone or whatever it is, it may be a computer password, you must include all these four conditions, then that password is very strong. Okay, so next you need to enter the uh, date of birth, okay, month, and date, year. So choose one month, enter the date and year. Okay, so after entering all these basic personal details, click on the next button which is available down of this. Okay, now you need to accept, agree the several terms and conditions imposed by the Google. So you must review Google terms of service and privacy of policy, then click on the checkbox and click on the next step. If you are accepting all the terms and conditions explained in the Google privacy policy, then click on this checkbox. So after checking this checkbox, then only you can able to enter into the next step. Okay, so click on the next step. Now here, after clicking the next, here you will have an opportunity to set up a recovery option. So you need to know what is an recovery option first. Recovery in the sense, here the recovery can be done in two ways. First one is with phone name and second one is with the email account. Okay, so recovery options are helpful if you forgot your password. If you forgot your password, or if someone tries to access your account, at that time this recovery of account will be helpful. If you don't want to set up recovery option at this time, click the done. So I suggest that everyone must follow this recovery options. Why? Because let us discuss about first one, forget your password. For example, you are forgetting your Google password, then nowadays recovery can be done through mobile or through email. If you are not entering this mobile phone number, then you are unable to get the reset option of your Google account, Gmail account password. Okay, so at that time you are unable to uh, recover your Gmail account. Next one, if someone tries to access your Google account, in this case maybe either your friends or colleagues or family members who are known your Google account password, at that time they can access your Gmail account. Okay, so if you want that they don't want to access your Google account at that time, so you need to change. Or if someone changed your Gmail password, Google account password, now you are unable to log into the Google account. So this is the case. So in that case, you need to recover your Gmail account. For that purpose, you need to uh, retrieve or recover your reset. You need to reset the Google account password with the help of this recovery option. This recovery can be done either with mobile or with email account. So for that you need to enter this recovery phone number and email address and click on the done. And next, at the after completion of recovery and privacy policy, your Google account will be created and a welcome Google welcome page will be appear. So Google welcome page is like this. So here whatever the username you are giving, that username letter one of the may, if it contains if your name contains two words Kumara Swami, then KS, like that, or K, some alphabet is displayed here, and your new email address is, so here whatever the username you are entered in the first page of Gmail account creation, that username is your your password. Sorry, that is the username. Sorry. So that username is displayed here, and that is the your final email ID. Click on continue to Gmail. Okay, your Gmail ID, inbox will be opened and everything will be opened. So for example, if you already have a Gmail account, you are already having a Gmail account, so means you are already an existing Gmail holder, Gmail account holder. So at that time, directly go to Gmail account, uh, Gmail website www.gmail.com, and type your username here and click on sign in, and then enter the password and click on this. This is the username and this is the password, and click on this sign in button. Then your Google welcome page will be open. And next, if you want to sign out from the Google, sign out from the Google, then uh, in the top right corner of the page, locate the circle that has your first initial. So this is the your first initial letter. Click on this letter circle, and a sign out option will be displayed, and this click on that sign out button. Then you are coming out of the uh, Gmail account. Then nobody else can access your account. Now if you want to send an email, so what you need to do? For sending an email, first of all, you need to log into the Gmail account. Okay. Then after logging to the Gmail account, uh, in the left hand side panel, this window will be displayed. Click on this compose. If you want to send an email, click on this compose. Okay. Now when you write an email, you will be using compose window. Okay, so click on that compose window in the left panel, and there is where you will add the email address of the recipient, and subject and body of the email, which is the message itself. So while sending an email, you need to uh, enter several things. You need to enter the receiver email address. So these are the several receivers here I am entering. So you need to enter the two address. Two address means who are the person who are receiving this email. Those are the receivers. Okay. So in the recipient list, you need to enter either at least one email ID, or you can enter several email IDs. All are receiving the same message. Okay. And then you need to enter the subject of the email and the body of the email. So here, so this is the subject of the email and this is the body of the email. Okay, subject means it gives the brief introduction about the actual message we are typing, entering. For example, you are applying for a leave. Okay, so in the message body, you are going to write all your details, and when the day where when you are taking the leave, and the reason and etc. All the details are you are entering in the message here, and here in the body header, what you are typing. So we are typing uh, applying for leave on date regarding. So what it is telling that, so it is giving a brief uh, message about the actual message. Give some brief information about the actual message. What is the message it is. Okay. So for that, so you need to enter. Uh, the recipient who are receiving the email, the email address of the receiver, and the subject of the message and the body of the message. So body of the message contains the actual message, contains the detailed message. Okay, so you will also able to add various types of text formatting. Text formatting options are there. Okay, so text formatting options also available, and you can also attach files. You can attach a video clip, audio clip, any Excel, Word, or etc. Any kind of multimedia file you can attach. If you want to, even you can even create a signature that will be added to the end of every email you send. Okay, so these are several options available to format this message. Look at here. So this is the message, and this Saturday is in bold color. Bold color. So here we have an option called bold. Similarly, italic, underline, okay, and text coloring and font style, okay, etc. And alignments, left, right, center alignments are there, and numbering, bulleting, listing option is also available. Okay, so in this way we can compose an email. Okay, and at last, in the bottom of this formatting options, we have an option called send. If you click on that send, then a message will be sent to these three email IDs, these three receivers, okay, with this message. Okay, and here you need to look at this CC BCC. CC stands for carbon copy and BCC stands for blind carbon copy. Okay, generally we are using CC if you want to send the same message to some another person. What happened in the industries, the companies are maintaining a separate uh, copy of messages. So for that purpose, they are maintaining this CC and BCC. Okay. And next, how to receiving an email. When you receive an email, this inbox, when you receiving an email, this inbox will be all the messages which are received all under this inbox folder. Okay, so this represent number of messages received. So here number is 1 means, so you are received only one message. Okay, so received emails are listed in the inbox with number of emails received. Okay, receiving whatever the emails received from different users around the world are listed in inbox with the number of emails received. Sometimes emails are received under spam folder also. Okay, so here we have a folder called spam. So one is inbox folder, another is start folder, sent mail, spam. So now it's time to elaborate individually. So inbox is a folder, it contains all the messages received from different users or different senders. Okay, and next, starred messages mean after receiving an email, if that message is important, you want to view some another time, at that time you can select that message as starred one. Okay, and next, so all the messages which are labeled with a star are displayed here. And next, sent mail means when you send an email with the help of this compose button, compose option, a new email will be created and that mail will be sent to the receiver, whatever the email we are entered. All those messages are listed here in the sent mail folder. It contains all the messages which are sent by you. Okay, and next, spam. Spam is the folder. It contains a bulk messages. So generally the advertising companies or e-commerce companies, they are sending about product offers and launch details, etc. So they are sending at a time bulk emails, same message to so many users, hundred thousands of users. At that time, their messages, after receiving their messages, they comes under spam. In the spam folder, sometimes we may receive malicious emails. Malicious emails means it contains some fraud details and some hacking links. Okay, whenever you are receiving an email, so that message will be displayed here and count will be displayed here. If you click on this inbox folder, then this is the received message will be displayed here like this. So this is the email address from which we are receiving the email. Okay, so this is the time. So 12:43 p.m. 9 hours ago. So after receiving this email, uh, after 9 hours of receiving this email, I am viewing. Okay, and next, so this is the message subject of that email heading, and this is the actual message. Okay, so this is a option. With this option, we can able to forward the same message to some another person, and this is the starred option. If this message is important, this email is important, then click on this star. Okay, and you can able to print the email whatever you are receiving with the help of this print icon. Okay, and this is the full screen icon, and here we have an important several options are there. One is delete option. If you don't want this message, if you want you don't want, if no longer you want to view this message, then click on this delete button. Okay, or if you want to send a reply to this sender, you want to send some another message regarding this message, if you want to send some information, or you want to send some another message to that person, then click on this reply and type the message. You click on the send button. Okay, all are we will discuss in practical. So if you are clicking this to me, here we have a drop down button is there. If you click on that button, then this window will be displayed. In this window, we are containing from address, the sender email address, and to means the receiver, we are the receiver. Date, when they are sending, July 4, 2020, 12:43 p.m. So this is the time this person is sending email to this person. This is the subject of this email, and mailed by geo.com, signed by geo.com, and this is the some security for this email. Okay, thank you. And if you have any queries regarding how to create an email or sending receiving an email, you just send an email, ping me to kumarswamy.dapa@gmail.com, or you can send me the text messages to my mobile number. Thank you. Now we are looking about practical. Now we go with the practical session. And so first of all, we are trying to create an email. So for that purpose I am gmail.com. I already told you, for creating any kind of email you need some server. So we are using Gmail server. So this is my already existed account. So now I want to create a new one. For that purpose, so what I am doing is, so click on this create account. So here we have a link called create account. Just click on this create account. Then I already told in the presentation, enter all the details like first name, last name, username, and password, confirmation of password. So what while entering the password must be 8 characters with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Symbols are means underscore, at the rate, plus, minus, star, etc. Okay, then click on next. Now let us create. Now I am creating DK Swami dot teaching aids. Okay, and the password capital letter, smaller, special symbol, numbers, capital, smaller, special symbol, numbers. Okay, next. So after entering all these personal details, now it is asking about phone number. So this is the number we are using for recovery purpose. Okay, and this is an optional one. Okay, recovery email address is also optional one. If you want to enter, you can. If you already have a Gmail account or any email account, enter here. So as I already have an account, so I am giving this mail ID as my recovery email address and the phone number. Okay, then your date of birth. So here I am choosing my date of birth and the gender. Select the gender. Click on next. So after entering all the details, okay, so privacy policy is there. So I am simply click on I agree. Now I am accepting all the terms and conditions. Okay, so now a Gmail account will be created and the welcome page of Gmail account will be displayed now. So due to network issue, network slow, we have a slow network, so it is taking some time. So this is the welcome page. Now so there the Google is giving some advertisement, like advertisement of their products. They are having a Google Meet, a video calling app is there. So they are telling about that. Okay, now so here K, in the top right corner we have a letter surrounded in between the circle. So that if you click on that circle, we have an option called sign out. Okay, and uh, so here we have several dots are there, square, several dots are there. If you click on the dots, so it is going to display several Google products. So you can access any kind of these Google products with the help of this Google account. Okay, and next a welcome message is there. So here this Gmax inbox is filled with one message. So click on that one. So they are sending a welcome message. Okay, so if we want to send an email, just click on this compose, enter the to address. For example, I am sending an email to Kumar, some another email ID of mine, kumaraswamy.dapa@gmail.com, and I'm typing the subject something like this, teaching aids Gmail account. Hi, this is my teaching aids Google account. It contains all the PPTs and videos related to subjects of mine. Like this, you can type any message and you can format it. Okay. So insert signature. You can insert a photo. For example, I want to insert a photo in this email. Just click on this insert photo button. A window will be displayed. Then select the photo whatever you want. Select from your computer. Choose photos to upload. For example, I am uploading my ID card, employee ID card. Right. So now this email is attached with an attachment. It contains some two images. Okay. Now if I want to attach several files like a PPT or some another PDF files, Word file, Excel files, then click on this something like @ symbol, attachment file, file attachment. A window will be opened and select the attachment whatever you want. For example, I want to attach this PDF file. Open. Now the file will be attached. So in this way you can send any kind of files and folders whatever you want to this address. Okay, click on the send button. Now the email will be sent. So you can view the sent message. So click hi, this is my teaching aids. Okay, it contains the images and a PDF file. So all the sent messages are available in this sent folder. We have sent folder displays several messages you sent. So here I sent one message. That message will be displayed here. Okay, and inbox, it contains all the received messages, starred one. So here we don't have anything. For example, this sent message is important. I am clicking on this star. Now in the starred one it is displaying. Okay, like that. So we have a folder called drafts. This folder is helpful. For example, if you are trying to compose some email and you are writing something, after uh, writing some information, you need to add some extra information that is available in some another place. So you need to wait several minutes. At that time, that whatever the message you are typed, that will be saved in this drafts. Okay, so if you want to compose an email, after composing the email you are postponed the sending of that email to some another day or some another time, then those messages also comes under drafts. Okay, so trash is one folder. It contains all the deleted folders. Okay, and whatever the messages uh, comes under trash, those messages are deleted in within the 30 days automatically, or you can delete manually. For example, in the inbox I have one message, so I am simply deleting that message. Okay, so there is no number here, so inbox is empty. Okay, now move to this trash. Here whatever the message you are deleted from the inbox, those are available here. If you want to delete permanently, then you can select and delete forever. Now that message will be deleted permanently. So the need of this trash here, uh, sometime if accidentally if you delete any messages from the inbox or sent box, those messages are comes to this trash and they are available till 30 days. So within the 30 days, if you want to recover those messages, you can simply come to trash and uh, for example, here I am sent the message. Okay, sent message will be displayed. I am unfortunately deleted that message. So that message will be available in trash. Now I want to recover that message. Just click on that one and move to, whether you want to move to inbox, spam, or some other folders, or you want to create a new folder, you can do that. So these are the different options available for this message. Okay, move to inbox. If you click on this message will be moved from trash to inbox. Okay, like this. So here in the inbox folder, the number displayed here, it represents the number of new messages received from some another person. Okay, so here in this inbox we have one message, but that number is not displayed here because that number indicates number of new messages received from different persons. Okay, so if I want to sign out, click on this circle and click on sign out. Okay, so you can sign out from the Google account, then no one can open this email. Okay, so if you have any kind of queries, please send an email and try to practice, create an email and send a message to me so that I can able to know how many are created their own Gmail accounts. Thank you.